There is a chill in the air above Metropolis tonight, one that has little to do with the wind swirling between its steel towers. From the rooftop of the Daily Planet, Lois Lane surveys the city that's as much hers as anyone. Her notepad clutched in one hand, her phone buzzing somewhere in the pocket of her trench coat. Below, headlights chase each other across the avenues in glowing streams. But up here, a rare peace reigns. That peace is shattered the moment she hears a faint displacement of air. The telltale sign she's long since learned to recognize. She doesn't turn around. The shadow crosses the skyline, then lands behind her with a whisper of cape and armored boots. Lane, the voice rumbles, low and familiar. She does turn then, cocking one eyebrow. She refuses to flinch, even though she's faced a call with Batman. Now, Gotham's dark night in her city, and she knows he means business. Batman. She keeps her tone flat, professional. To what do I owe the pleasure? Got lost on your way to Gotham. He steps closer, the line of his jaw tense beneath the black mask. Even without seeing his eyes, Lois reads something different in his body language tonight. Tension beyond the usual. There's been a leak from inside Luthor Corp, he says, voice taut. You're chasing it. She doesn't answer right away. She simply closes her notepad with a deliberate snap. Maybe I am. It's not a denial. The city's brightest reporter doesn't scare easily, and Batman knows it. But that only makes him more wary. Lois Lane is relentless. Her stories have toppled corrupt politicians and exposed company malfeasance.
Ow.
But Luthor Corp is unlike any opponent she's tackled before. Encrypted messages, clandestine meetings. She's been too close for comfort, and someone has noticed. You need to stop, Batman says softly, the words carrying more weight than a threat. Luthor's on to you. This isn't just about Byleens and Pulitzers anymore. You're a target. She lets the wind toy with her hair before replying, lips twisting in a smile. I appreciate the warning, but I'm not stopping. Luthor's hiding something big, something buried before even your Bat computer can dredge it up. People need to know. Batman clenches a gloved fist, admires her courage, but knows bravery can bleed into bravado. Gotham most learned that lesson the hard way. In Metropolis, the rules are different, but not tonight. You're making this personal, he says. That's a mistake. Now Lois steps closer, almost defiant. It is personal, she says. Luthor ruined the career of one of my sources. He's silencing critics, blackmailing officials. He's manipulating the city for his own. His claws are everywhere, and you know it. I can't sit back and do nothing. Their standoff is silent for a moment. Just the distant sounds of city life echoing up from below. Two legends on a roof, drawn together by principle and pulled apart by their very philosophies. She looks him in the eye, daring him. Why are you really here, Batman? To protect me from Luthor? Or to keep a lid on something you don't want exposed? Shift in the wind. Batman's voice is quieter now. If I wanted to keep secrets, I wouldn't be on this roof. I'm here to make sure you come out of this alive. Luthor will do more than threaten sources. He'll come after you, your friends, your colleagues. You're alone on this. Lois laughs. The sound sharp. I've never been alone. Not really. And anyway, I'm not backing down. Not for you, not for Luthor, not for anyone. Muscle works in Batman's jaw. He knows what she's risking, the trap closing ever tighter. For Lois, the pursuit of truth isn't an intellectual exercise. It's an obsession. For Batman, the game is survival strategy, protecting those who can't see the threats coming. They are alike in their unyielding natures, but their lines are drawn differently. He steps closer still, his shadow looming. If you keep going, there will be consequences, he warns, his words more plea than threat now. You think you're ready for anything, but Luthor's darkness runs deeper than you know. She shakes her head, refusing to be intimidated. Every story worth telling has risk. If no one stands up to Luthor, he wins. And you, of all people, should understand what happens when power goes unchecked. That barb lands. Batman considers, momentarily silent. He sees at last what he hadn't wanted to admit. Lois Lane can't be protected from her own drive. Only from the fallout she can't see coming. At least let me help, he says finally, and the words are heavy with all he cannot say. I have resources you don't. She meets him, unblinking. Share your intel. Just don't hold back. He nods, and beneath his armored shell, the man wonders, is this partnership or a contest of stubbornness? Maybe both. So begins their uneasy alliance, forged on a wind-blown roof, two forces committed to justice but warring over its path. Lois Lane versus Batman. Not a battle of fists, but of relentless wills, determined to save the city in their own way. Beneath the city lights there is no handshake, no smiles, just an understanding. The war for truth is only beginning, and neither will yield until the last secret is dragged into the sun.